A sickness is sweeping through parts of the Midwest. Enterovirus is usually no worse than an intense cold, but this time hundreds of children have been hospitalized across part of the country.
The outbreak started in Missouri. Up to 30 children a day are showing up at a Kansas City hospital. 4 or 5 children end up in intensive care. What started in Missouri has spread. The situation has gotten so bad that 10 states are now asking the Centers for Disease Control for help. No cases have been reported here in Texas. That does not mean you should let your guard down. KXAN's Sophia Beausoleil shows us how some Central Texas parents are watching other parts of the country to see what happens.
There you go, big bump. She's 2 years old and she wants to play and run, and we can't hide in the house, that's for sure.
Ashlyn is an active toddler who loves to touch everything.
We make sure we wash our hands after every play date because I think that's the best way to just keep germs off.
A simple step Mom Ariel can help do to keep her daughter healthy, especially during this time of the year. And now the concern of enterovirus D68. It's a respiratory illness which has sent hundreds of kids to the hospital across the country.
It's interesting. So these types of viruses have a way of spreading from state to state, just like with the flu. So it wouldn't surprise me if it reaches here.
Dr. Eric Higginbotham is the medical director for the emergency department at Dell Children's Hospital. He says they always see an increase of respiratory problems when kids are back in school, but nothing like what's happening in the Midwest.
Doctors say there is no vaccine for this virus, and if it does make its way to Central Texas, it could mean a rough ride for kids with asthma.
It triggers a lot more wheezing, coughing, and shortness of breath, an illness that you just have to let run its course.
Oh, yeah.
So moms like Ariel are keeping an eye out in case it does come to Texas. Reporting from Central Austin, Sophia Beausoleil, KXAN News.
Dell Children says they're going to monitor what kind of respiratory illnesses they are treating.
It is striking children more because they are vulnerable due to their size. Enterovirus is nothing new. In fact, you may have had it sometime in your life. By the numbers, it's not just one specific illness. There are more than 100 types of this virus. 10 to 15 million Americans become infected with some type of enterovirus every year, nearly 5% of all Americans. Like the flu, enterovirus has a season of sorts, hitting its high in September before tapering off as temperatures get a little cooler.